Good day to everyone. I am Isaac Darby Manyalak, college student of Northern Zambales College Incorporated, and I am the reporter of Porter's Diamond Framework. Before we start our topic, let's watch this video first.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Michael Porter's National Diamond Framework resulted from a study of patterns of comparative advantage among industrialized nations and can be applied to emerging markets. It works to integrate much of Porter's previous work in his competitive five forces theory, his value chain framework as well as his theory of competitive advantage, into a consolidated framework that looks at the sources of competitive advantage sourceable from the national context. Let me explain Porter's diamond model, commencing with strategy, structure and rivalry. Strategy, structure and rivalry refers to a nation's performance in particular sectors and inevitably relates to the strategies and the structure of firms in each sector. Competition plays a big role in driving innovation and the subsequent upgrading of competitive advantage. Since domestic competition is more direct and impacts earlier than steps taken by foreign competitors, the stimulus provided by them is higher in terms of innovation and efficiency. For example, the Japanese automobile industry has 8 major competitors: Honda, Toyota, Suzuki, Isuzu, Nissan, Mazda, Mitsubishi, and Subaru, provide intense competition in the domestic market, as well as the foreign markets in which they compete. Factor conditions in certain countries refer to the natural, capital and human resources available. Some countries are, for example, very rich in natural resources. For example, Australia is well endowed with iron ore. This explains why Australia is one of the largest exporters of iron ore worldwide. With human resources, we mean created factor conditions such as a skilled labor force, good infrastructure and a scientific knowledge base. Porter argues that especially these created factor conditions are important opposed to natural factor conditions that are already present. It is important that these created factor conditions are continuously upgraded through the development of skills and the creation of new knowledge. Competitive advantage results from the presence of world-class institutions that first create specialized factors and then continually work to upgrade them. Nations will then succeed in industries where they are particularly good at factor creation. Demand conditions relate to the domestic market and provide the primary driver of growth, innovation and quality improvement. The premise is that a strong domestic market stimulates the firm from being a startup to a slightly expanded and bigger organization. For example, Alibaba capitalized on the very large Chinese domestic market initially to develop demand and scale. This gave them the base to expand internationally. Lastly, for many firms, the presence of related and supporting industries is of critical importance to the growth of particular industries. A critical concept here is that national competitive strengths tend to be associated with clusters of industries. For example, Silicon Valley in the USA and Silicon Glen in the UK are techno-clusters of high-technology industries which includes individual computer, software and semiconductor firms. The role of chance basically denotes the idea that it may occur that many times a product or an enterprise may get an opportunity to maximize its benefits out of sheer luck. Thus chance, if received, plays a key role in determining the fate of the product as well. The role of government acts as a facilitator, to encourage or even push companies to raise their aspirations and move to higher levels of competitive performance. The diamond model in summary could therefore be used when analyzing foreign markets for potential entry or when making foreign direct investment decisions.
The Porter's Diamond Framework, properly referred to as the Porter's Diamond Theory of National Advantage, is a model that is designed to help understand the comparative advantage that nations or groups possess due to certain factors available to them, and to explain how governments can act as a catalyst to improve a country's position in a globally competitive economic environment. So, isa daw itong modelo na idinisenyo ni Michael Porters upang matulungan tayo kung paano maunawaan ang kompetisyon na nangyayari sa bawat bansa. So, aware naman tayo na sa iba't ibang bansa nagkakaroon tayo ng kompetisyon sa iba't ibang bansa. Halimbawa na lamang ay yung mga improvements ng mga infrastructures o mga technological o mga teknolohiya na nagagamit natin o ginagamit ng ibang bansa. So yun, ginawa daw itong modelo na ito upang ipaliwanag din daw kung paano maaring kumilos ang mga gobyerno bilang katalista upang mapabuti ang posisyon o mapaganda ang posisyon ng isang bansa. So o kapaligiran o ekonomiya na kinalalagyan natin. So itong model na daw ito ay dinisenyo ni Michael Porters upang mas lalo nga nating maunawaan kung ano ba ang nangyayari, kung ano ba ang kompetisyong nangyayari sa bawat bansa. So, i-explain ko po sa inyo yung mga iba't ibang theory ni Michael Porters. Factors condition are those elements that Porters believes a country or economy can create for itself, such as large pool of skilled labor, technological innovation, infrastructures, and capital. In one economy or in one country can produce by itself. Kaya natin gumawa ng mga sarili nating produkto gamit ang mga natural resources. Kaya din natin bumuo ng isang mga infrastructures gamit ang ating mga technological innovation o mga makabagong teknolohiya. So at kaya din natin mag-produce ng kapital natin sa pamamagitan ng mga skilled laborers o mga manggagawa natin na gumagawa ng mga produkto. So in one country can produce by itself. Tama nga naman si Michael Porters. Parang sa China, halimbawa, kaya din nilang gumawa ng sarili nilang product. Pagaya na lamang ng Hengde face shield o yung mga face shield na na-export galing China na export dito sa Pilipinas. Firm strategy, structures, and rivalry refer to the basic fact that competition leads to business finding ways to increase production and to develop the technological innovations. Demand conditions refer to the size and nature of the customer base for products, which also derives innovation and product improvement. Larger, more dynamic customers' markets will demand and stimulate a need to differentiate and innovate, as well as simply greater market scale for business. Ang demand condition ay isa ito sa mga basihan ng mga customers kung bibilin ba nilang isang produkto kapag mahal ito. Halimbawa na lamang sa improvement o inobasyon ng bawat produkto. Halimbawa, yung isang produkto na mas in-improve o mas pinasarap, mas pinaganda. Syempre, bilang isang customer, maniniwala ka na kahit tumaas yung presyo niya, okay lang kasi mas gumanda at mas nagkaroon ng kalidad yung isang produkto. So dun yung ibig sabihin ng demand condition. Tumutukoy ito sa presyo o isang batayan ng mga customers kung dapat ba nataasan talaga nila yung presyo ng isang produkto o dapat ba nilang babaan ang presyo ng isang produkto batay sa mga inobasyon o mga improvement ng isang produkto. Related and supporting industry provides the foundation on which the focal industry can excel. As we have seen with the value net, companies are often dependent on alliance and partnership with others companies in order to create additional value for customers and become more competitive. Related supporting industry. Sila po yung mga industry na tumutulong sa isa pang industry kung paano ma-improve ang kalagayan ng isang bansa o posisyon ng isang bansa. Sila po yung mga, halimbawa, sila yung mga nag-i-invest sa isang bansa upang mas lalo itong mapaganda o mas ma-improve ang mga technological innovation. Halimbawa, ang ibang bansa nag-export sila ng mga technological innovation nila dito sa ating bansa upang matulungan tayo kung paano mapaangat o mapaganda ang posisyon ng ating bansa. So yun po yung ibig sabihin ng related supporting industry. Sila po yung mga sumusuporta sa isa pang bansa. Baga sila yung tumutulong sa isa pang bansa kung paano ito mas mapapaganda.